well met. Welcome to a new year, the same old Abomination Vaults stream. Excellent, but they are entering a new level of the dungeon, come hell or high water. I am Eric Scott DB, the DM of this game, and we decided that we're going to try and get all the capitalism done first, because that's the best way to start a new year. So, from Norse Foundry, specializing in metal dice that feel like you're smashing the wretched armor of the monster horde. Tough, durable metal dice. Roll them in a dice roller. Much better than rolling them on your table. But they are beautiful, and there is a code that you can go and get a discount here through the stream. Get yourself a set and take it away, Gabrielle.
And also, we're sponsored by Phoenix Dice, named for the creature that rises from the ashes, because they use all recycled materials for their dice. And their dice are awesome. They come in these little baggies, and their customer service is even better. We love Phoenix Dice on this stream. Phoenix Dice, raising dice from the ashes and onwards to epic adventures. You can find them at phoenixdice.com. Take it away, Fable.
Hand of applause for Gabrielle. Yeah.
And if you are joining us over here for the from Idle Champions, there should be a code that is !Idle Champions that you can put in the Twitch to get
It's
the
just
code for it.
exclamation point code.
Exclamation point code. Perfect.
Yep.
Ideal Champion, for those of you who may not know exactly what we're talking about, Idle Champions of the Forgotten Realms is a strategy game that unites like your iconic classic Dungeons and Dragons characters from your novels, campaigns, and general popular shows, including Farida from Brimstone Angels, from the Brimstone Angels novels. And you can bring that and play it in Moblin on your fun space. The game is available for PC, Mac, and Steam on the web, Epic Games Store, Google Play, Xbox One, PlayStation 4, Nintendo Switch. PlayStation does have games. That's so cool. iPod, iPhone, and all Android devices. Probably not iPod, but if you can manage to get it running on it, good
Let
luck
us
and
know.
very cool.
Yeah, I want to see that.
Yeah, totally.
For more information about a lot of them, please check out idlechampions.com for us. And with that, hello. My name is Fable. I am historian and purveyor thereof, and tonight, and welcoming you all into the new year, I will be playing Kira, your iconic cleric of Sarenrae, as we move to delve back into the gauntlet and the dungeons below, with most of our friends newly invigorated by the burning light of the sun. Hey, if you're here with us now, we're all level 3, which means we have subclasses, which means we're even cooler.
That's right.
And to let you all figure out exactly what all of that means, well, I guess you'll just have to watch. But until then, Gabrielle, if you'd like to introduce yourself.
Sure. My name is Phoenix Dice. No, my name is Gabrielle Harboe, and I am a literary agent, author, editor type person. I am Eric's agent, and I am also Mauriciel, the iconic rogue elf. It's been a while, sorry.
Mhm.
She does not have cat ears, but these are my headphones. We can deal with it. It's adorable. And I'm very happy to be here in the new year. And take it away, Ben.
Hello, I am Benjamin Williams, video game industry person at large, and proud to be on this stream with people. I will be playing Ezrin, newly entering his T era.
You mean that kind of tea? Oh.
Well, you know, Ezrin did go the divination route on his wizardry, so you know he needs something to see it.
So what you're saying is Ezrin has kind of also entered his D era.
Well, I mean, did he?
Yeah,
ever
that's the
really
first but not last sex joke of the year. All right.
He was already in that era.
Oh yeah.
Or that era was in him. With that, Kelsey, take it away.
Hi, everyone. I'm Kelsey, part-time artist, full-time cryptid. I will be playing your iconic paladin, Sela. I'm on a lot of cold medicine right now, so I'm going to do my best. Keep me in your hearts. Take it away, Eric.
Okay, and like I said, Eric DeB and I run the game. I have one more thing to tell you about, though, because it is Shadows of Amosket, Aaron M. Evans' RuneScape novel. Came out just a couple weeks ago. I have a copy here, and there are more copies in a box, and one of those copies could be yours. I am going to figure out how to appropriately do a giveaway on the stream. That will be my leveling up as a Twitch person. Oh, God. And by the end of the show, I will have this giveaway open, and you too can be the proud owner of a wonderful RuneScape novel.
So you
Shadows of
aspire to
Amosket.
be a Twitch god, is what I'm hearing.
We all want
I
some.
aspire to be a Twitch cleric. Is the text
Oh.
backwards? Am I mirrored? Is
No,
that what's
this is
going on?
No, you're good.
Okay, well, you could probably see me normally. Anyway, it's fine. It's great. It's a good
It
book.
is mirrored, but that's fine.
Okay.
And we all hold our friend Jen Brazos, Savage Sparrows on the internet. In our hearts, she is doing deals with entities far beyond our understanding or control. And in that, we decided that we really don't necessarily need to be involved with that, lest we make a whole bunch of bits and ruin whatever she's doing. So she's not going to be joining us tonight, but in the new year, we should be seeing more of Amiri around.
Yeah, Amiri the Barbarian will be here, but she will be played by me. And only very briefly, you'll see what I mean.
Yes.
Okay.
I erased a rune on her summoning circle for lol, so I'm going to see what she says when she gets back.
It might be.
Don't
Which
you
we don't
mean,
want,
don't
but
you
it
mean
might be.
if she gets back? Okay, so
For lols, not for lols.
all right. The party has assembled after your sojourn in Otari on the staircase leading down to the second floor of the Abomination Vaults. This was the only staircase you knew for sure would lead you down to the second floor proper. The little annex area did take you down to a limited second floor and then seemed to connect to the larger third floor. But your experience on the third floor was a bit harrowing, and so you've decided to just make sure that you have a good course and are fully prepared before you go down there. So, second floor it is. We know how stories work. Okay.
We do?
Yes. Amiri was leading the way, and she burst open through the door at the bottom of the stairs, which is right in front of Maurizio, into a small room. She's holding her axe, looking around, or her sword. This is a sword. Holding her huge sword, looking around. Nothing. Waves you in.
Okay.
Hmm?
I will sneakily follow.
Okay. Sure enough,
We proceed.
at the bottom of the stairs is a 15-foot by 15-foot room.
With cheeseburgers on their sides?
Chairs. It's a waiting room.
And it's chairs, yes.
Take a number.
Oh.
All right.
And I'm not the one on cold medicine. I'm just the one without her glasses.
Okay.
Same difference, right?
Three plain wooden chairs sit along the east wall of this otherwise empty room. Like I said, 15 foot by 15 foot. You can see that there is a door in the western wall.
Played this game with my niece once. There's 4 of us. There's 3 chairs. Is there a music box here somewhere? Someone's going to go on their ass.
We don't
There's
have a bard.
5 of us. This is a high stakes version.
You
Oh,
have
right,
a
sorry.
niece?
This is sudden death.
Amiri hasn't
Oh, this
departed
is what
yet.
happens to Amiri.
Oh.
You're having this conversation, and Amiri goes, bored now, and she just, boom, crushes through the door to the west.
Kool-Aid person's into through the door.
That
Also.
is
That's
in
right.
character, to be fair.
Mm-hmm. Is she?
You're going to
Goodbye.
follow behind her?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Perhaps a little bit more cautiously. With the last time that we burst into a room, the whole thing exploded into fog, and then darkness and evil and pain.
mean,
So
I
She
will
has.
say no, I won't. I will stay in the room with the
She
three
has-
It's
chairs.
almost like you don't like darkness, evil, and panic.
She has crushed her way into a long meeting room. A long wooden table sits in the center of the room, surrounded by several wooden chairs. Only the chair to the north seems particularly comfortable, though its cracked leather padding is mostly withered and decayed. You can also see that there's a door to the south.
Oh, it's the meeting room.
It,
It's oddly anachronistic. Okay.
there's
For the dungeon E CEO.
From this direction, Sela and Maurizio, you can see that it looks like Amiri just crushed her way through a wall.
That's
Like it was obviously a concealed door of some kind that was very obvious from your direction, but not from this direction.
Ah, got it.
Kira looks down
Oh,
at a
the
thing on the ground
aesthetic.
that says "pull."
The door to the south looks identical to the way the door looked from the east.
I have to say, out of character, that I feel like Eric is like, stop doing perception checks in the room. Let's go. It's dungeon time.
Not
Just saying.
necessarily. I'm just giving you the full description. That's all. Oh,
Uh,
I should recenter the map a little bit. Okay, there we go.
so Ezran would, in his curious way, notebook out, taking notes. Is there anything discernible about the room in terms of like who is meeting here, what this is used for, aside from obviously meetings?
Make an investigation check.
Not a perception check, are you sure?
You can make a perception check, and I might give you a clue.
Oh, okay.
That
Well,
might-
I already rolled.
Okay.
I already rolled investigation. It was terrible.
All
It
right,
was a
you
5.
can't figure anything else out just from what you can see, obviously. If you want to scrutinize the room in more detail. All right.
I got a 15.
Okay. Sela,
Yeah.
you have been in enough war councils and meetings with important big shots that you recognize a table for minions and their boss when you see one.
Evil
So-
CEO meetings.
Yeah.
Got it.
Evil CEO meeting. There you go.
Definitely.
And if the door to the south is a secret door, then probably this room is not immediately apparent to everyone in this level.
Oh, we might get the jump on someone if we go out.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Mm.
If we
Can I
go out to the south.
listen at the door to the south?
Go ahead and
do
make
a-
me a perception check,
A
please.
listening check. I hear shit. I got a 5.
That is one of my favorite old Order of the Stick jokes is, guys, I think I just failed my listen check. And the goblins are like, we're standing right here. And he's like, guys, I think I just failed my spot check. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah, you don't hear anything in particular.
Sounds safe to me. Go ahead.
Oh, let's go.
Amiri looks at you all and she goes, door?
Door.
Yeah.
Door!
Girly Pop, you got the last one.
Pow! She just plows her
Oh.
way through that door as well.
Yo,
Dang. Okay. Yeah. Let's
that
rock
door
and roll.
had it coming.
Oh, yeah.
Sela will follow after.
It
All right.
only had itself to blame.
That's right. It knows what it did.
Thank you. Thank you, Fable.
Okay, she plowed all the way through this internal door and through what it was clearly a secret door down at the bottom.
Wow.
All right, so I think I misspoke a little bit. These internal doors are just kind of like regular doors, but
Mhm.
this door at the bottom, where it looks like there's a wall, that's an actual
Uh-huh.
door, and that's an actual secret door. So let me just
Okay.
draw an S there.
S.
S.
Excellent. S for secret.
This is very old school. Okay.
S for
So,
door.
I know I'm supposed to be smart and stuff, but
Uh-huh.
that must mean that there's another way to get to this level besides this stair and the annex place that we missed. Because you wouldn't. Right?
You wouldn't enter right into the secret room. or
Right?
the boardroom, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Why
Remind-
does this secret lighthouse have a boardroom? Is
Remind me
where I'm
what
getting
kind
stuck.
remind me what kind of light source you have. Because it's pitch
Uh,
black down here. There seems to be no
torches?
source of light.
We have Akira.
I was
Yeah.
say if Ezrin is next to Kira, then Kira has, as previously stated, light cast on her scimitar and is kind of holding it above her.
And remind me, what is that bright light?
Bright light out to 20 feet and then dim light beyond that.
Okay. And that's
'Cause,
on
I mean-
Kira?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Around
Okay.
Kira.
Because Ezrin doesn't need light because of
Mhm.
his robe. But I was just making. I think that the bright light is fine. It's only if someone casts light on me, then I'm having a problem.
I have a bunch of really cool things that I could use on you right now that would be very uncomfortable. Do you want to find all of them right
Oh
now?
dear.
Fable's ready for PvP.
Mm. What?
Oh,
I didn't
are you
realize
just-
this
You're
was this
just
kind of
forcing
game.
me to take off this robe with your light spell.
Oh, it's that kind of game. All right.
It's that kind of game now.
Wow.
Gosh, it's just so bright in here. I have to take my clothes off.
So,
Totally how
Looks
that
at
works.
the editor.
Amiri made a
What's
lot
this
of
on?
noise breaking through that door.
Yeah.
Yeah, she
Yeah,
did.
she did.
Do that
And
quietly, I dare you.
you can hear kind of faint chittering voices in the dark echoing off the walls.
I assume even though Ezrin is not in the room, he would hear this and could move up and look.
I don't think you could hear it from inside that room.
Okay, well, I'll move to the entrance, and since I have the cloak of I can see everything, do I see anything?
How far does your vision extend?
Lots.
Okay.
I have dark vision and true sight with a range of 120 feet.
Oh wow, that is lots.
That is lots.
That may be
Sure
higher than
enough,
Mauricio can count.
Ezrin, you see some horror.
Oh no.
Particularly, you see several creatures in the dark. And let me get some art up here so that everyone can see. You'd think I would have been prepared for this, but not always. Oh, actually, I was prepared for this. Perfect. As in, I already had the art downloaded. So the first thing that you see when you're looking down here is you see one of these creatures. It looks like a lank, gray-skinned humanoid creature with long, pale hair and big, bloodshot eyes with tiny, tiny little pupils in the middle.
I would.
And they are hanging out among the rubble. They see you, seeing them, seeing you, seeing them.
Do I recognize these creatures?
Make
The scene went into
nature
big rivalry.
check, please.
Nature. Okay.
Yeah.
18.
Okay. Yes. Now that you can see the things, you are reminded of what King Boss Scrong said about the Mushroom Eye people, and he was talking about Morlocks. Morlocks in Galarian are subterranean dwelling creatures. They were originally human, and they kind of like were warped by dark magic and whatnot. And now they are, this is what they are. That sort of
And-
thing. They can see very well in the dark, and they have some ability with technology and tinkering.
And again, this is summoning what Ezrin remembers of that conversation. My memory was that he said that like they were messing with his people, like they were like in conflict with
Yes.
our cute little short king's people.
Yes, and he was hoping
they
that
drove
you
them
would.
out of their home.
He was hoping that you would go down and destroy the Morlocks, or
God,
as
so
he
I
phrased it, the Mushroom Eye people.
Got it. So I would, as quickly as possible, mutter under my breath, it's the mushroom people that we're fighting the short king, and they see us. What should we do?
Well, what you should do is you should all roll initiative. Go for it.
Because they're
Ooh.
clearly attacking us. Okay, got
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, they really are.
They're not really talk first kind of peeps.
Why do I crit initiative?
Oh.
I guess because I can see really well.
I
Yeah.
got failed initiative. I just got a
Oof.
4.
I also got a 4, so you know.
Woohoo!
But I get a +2, so I got a 6.
Oh, hell yeah. I also crit initiative for a nat 20 plus 1.
Well, we got a
Cool.
spread here.
Dang.
Yes, we do.
Okay.
Right.
All right, so... And Ezrin, you got what on initiative?
22 total.
22 total, okay.
Because Kira does not know the word Morlock, it will be Fable who squints really hard. And does that mean mushroom warlock?
Oh, interesting. That's like a Portobello Monteau.
I'm gonna fight you with a brick on a rope. That's hilarious.
Oh no! Oh no!
That's
Oh
the
my
funniest
God.
thing that I've ever heard.
Oh my God!
I'm
For-
going home.
The first pun of New Year's. All right. Yeah. Anyway, but for this battle, we need some fight music. Ezrin, you saw them first, and your quick reflexes allow you to act first. You can see that there are 3 there. There's still some space in the room that you can't see just because it's blocked by a wall, and your robe doesn't allow you to see through walls.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But it is your
I-
turn.
Yes, I am going to. Sorry, I'm counting squares right now. So, hello level 3, hello second level spells, hello web, and I don't care. I'm gonna burn it because it's fun and exciting. So Ezrin sees them and is like, "Oh, it's the things." And what do we? And then he like sees them rush, and he's like, "Nope, nope, nope, nope," and he just like instinctually, like, flings out his hand and just like strands of sort of like dark sticky like mass just like spray out of it into a 20-foot cube, which I will say is centered. I forget how to ping the map, but basically
The pinging tool is let's see, 3rd one from the bottom.
Yep, there it is. I will center the 20-foot cube there. Did it ping?
Okay.
Did it
Yep.
do the thing?
Did see that.
Yep.
Great. And so anyone in that 20-foot cube, when they start their turn, has to make a saving throw or be bad things happen to them.
Okay. So let's see. It's 20-foot diameter or 20-foot radius?
So it's a 4 square by 4 square
Okay.
area.
All right. I was gonna like try and draw webbing, but we all know how that would have turned out. So instead, I'm just gonna mark the area. Actually, it extends a little farther. Okay.
So when their turn starts, it will be a dexterity 13 saving throw, or they are restrained. If they are not restrained, it is difficult terrain, and it is lightly obscured. Sorry, ranged attackers.
Okay.
I was
He panicked.
So-
trigger.
You
I
gotta
was
take
like,
alright.
the
no!
It's all right. Could we get the nice Morlock model off the middle of the map?
Oh,
our folks
yeah.
can see
No,
the map.
that's fine. That's fine.
Cool.
All right.
You gotta take the new spells for a test run.
Absolutely. Aren't we all going to do that?
It's
Yeah, burning a
like-
hole in your pocket.
Yeah.
It's like that scene from Sam Raimi's Spider-Man 1 of Go Web Go, but with the same feeling of like when you accidentally shake a 2-liter too much, forget about it, and then open it.
Yes.
There's now web on the ceiling, and you have to clean all of this up.
Ezra-
And also all the ranged and
This
melee
is
attackers are like,
Ezra's-
what the hell,
This
dude?
is Ezrin's soda and Mentos spell.
You know, I'm glad you all undermined me there, rather than me saying, well, Ezrin burst in, got excited, and blew his second level spell slot. But, you know, here we go.
He blew his sticky mass.
Yeah. Okay, that's
And made it
that's
everyone's problem.
sex jokes 2 and 3 of the new year. All right.
We cannot count
You're
these.
welcome.
No, we cannot count. We'll quickly go mad from trying. All right. Oh my god, he cast the spell too early. Premature articulation. Yeah, good job, Rumpus. Well done. Well done. Number 4. Number 4, Rumpus.
Rumpus, you can keep count for us.
Fable, save us. Kira's turn.
All right. Kira, who...
Sorry, just I would yeah, you know what? Never mind. I'm not going to say anything.
You have
I
said
was
enough,
too
sir.
surprised. Yes, I apologize.
I
Continue.
was gonna say, so, Azrin says it's the mushroom people, stops, does the turbo macarena, and throws a bunch of web over the whole of that room. Kira will kind of like look at Ezrin, like light above us, like, I cannot see them. Were they fighting us?
They were running at us with murder in their eyes.
Mushroom eyes.
I did not hurt them. I have restrained them in flammable webbing.
Flammable
they
was
start-
probably the. Sorry.
They start howling in anger.
Ooh. That's not a good
Flammable
sound.
was likely the most important word you could have said there, she says, slowly putting scorching ray away.
Zap,
so
zap,
with
zap.
that-
Boom.
That's
Oh.
what I did.
Oh,
that's what
no.
I was restraining myself from saying in a metagame way, but you got it out of me, so good job.
So there is a beat of the first thing that Kira will do is try and get an eye on these things. Ezrin and Sela, are you willing for me to move through your space?
Yeah, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Right, then we're going
Always.
to move 5, 10, always 15, 20, 25, 30. And I will move here. I've got light cast on me, 20-foot radius of bright, 20 foot beyond that of dim. I believe light casts light as a torch.
Okay, let's see. You said 20 feet of bright light and then 20 feet of dim light?
Yes,
Okay, so
originating beyond me.
yeah, as we made clear, it is a 20-foot cube, so you fully illuminate the cube with your bright light.
Right.
And beyond that, you can see there are a couple more of those critters just outside the web, and there is there's a hallway there.
And
And
what
you can
is
also see
right
north.
behind me? Yeah.
It's a little hallway with looks like 2 doors, like double doors. And this right here is just a wall.
Wall
Okay.
is good.
All
Wall
right.
means they have to run through webs to get to us.
Mm-hmm.
That is as far as Kira can move, though she would love to give a little bit more space.
I
for
will
people
tell
to
you one
get
more detail.
angles. Yes,
The
please.
2 that you are looking at the south end of the web spell, the creatures were kind of like clustered around some sort of device. It appeared to be a broken down ballista.
What?
And one of them, yeah, see, Ezra didn't see this because the wall was blocking them. But they appear to be like fascinated by this thing, and one of them, specifically the one that is closest to the hallway, looks a little bit different from the others.
Why is it called an engineer?
That's why, yeah.
Oh.
I don't like it when enemies have special classes
They don't
or
have
access
those
to ballistas.
hovering over their heads, so we don't know that.
Right, exactly. But I am going to put the art up so that you can see, because there is art.
So, did anyone picture these people with like literal mushrooms growing out of their eyes when we were told mushroom-eyed people?
I assumed it was dramatic license, but he's not far off.
Okay.
That thing has too many gears.
So, Kira, you have moved.
Mm-hmm.
And did you cast a spell as well? Are you done?
I have not yet. I have just moved.
Hmm.
5, 10, 15. All right.
Morlocks are snarling angrily at you. And two of them are like, ah, in the web.
The first thing will be taking a look at these creatures. Just quick insight if I'm able. Does it look like they were trying to fight us beforehand, or are they reacting out of fear because they saw random people and then the whole room got sticky?
Make an insight check.
All right, I add +5 to this. That is a 15 + 5, dirty 20.
Cool.
Yay.
It seems like they
Sticky
were
20.
mostly. It seems like they were mostly focused on this ballista that they had unearthed. But then the door burst open, and they're like, and they were reacting to that.
Okay.
It doesn't seem like they were setting an ambush for you. Because if they
Okay.
were, they probably would have had that ballista pointed at you.
We would have been
Fair enough.
ballisted by now.
They would have gone ballistic. That's where it comes from.
You on a roll. Then I think Kira will if I can, I'm going to ready an action.
Okay.
Where in which she will raise her scimitar over her head, like she's going to strike down on nothing with it, and a point of light will appear in the air above the one on the ballista, and she'll like triceps bulging, ready to swing. You're like, are we going to fight or are we going to talk? And see if any of them respond. And unfortunately, if anything responds in a way that she can understand.
Are you just speaking in common?
If she's able, she'll run through. Well, she has 2 spoken words in her hand. Her sign language doesn't really work when both of your hands are full. So she'll say that in common, and then she'll say it in Elvish, and
Okay.
see if either of those proc.
They don't seem to recognize either of those languages. Okay.
Can I toss in Gnomish and Halfling too?
Not yet, because it's
Okay.
Amiri's turn. And Amiri goes, we fighting? We
Oh.
fighting! Ah! She charges in, like you might expect, and immediately gets restrained in the web. Actually, technically, she would just get restrained
Yeah.
there, because it would be when she enters the field.
Oh, Miri.
Mary, my
She
love.
charged in, she's like, ah! Ezrin!
This tracks.
It's a room full of webs. I don't know what to say.
All right, one of the Morlocks goes. And you said it's a dexterity saving throw, right?
If they start their turn in the web or enter the web, dexterity 13 saving throw, or they're restrained. Otherwise, difficult
Okay.
terrain.
Well, that's what's happening, because the 2 that are starting off are starting right inside the web. So let me just get to where I have. All right. And actually, I'm just going to roll 2 saving throws here. All right, and you said it was DC 13?
Correct. I'm still
Okay.
only level 3.
One of them is caught, and the other one is able to wriggle free.
I bet
So-
that's horrifying to watch.
Well, basically
gonna
what
be scarred
happened
for
is
life.
one of them started moving and like got caught in the web and like and the other one manages to like the web mostly hit the rocks near them and they just kind of cringed away and are able to slip out the other side. And this one is going to move around and come attack Kira.
Have you ever seen somebody play Twister at a full sprint?
Are we about to?
Well, I mean, to move through a full thing of difficult terrain to get there.
Actually,
Yeah,
no,
kind of.
no, this is even better. See, the route that I took was not through the difficult terrain, but they do have a power for this.
Mm-hmm.
So the creature just kind of moves in this scuttling, unnatural way, and just kind of like makes its way through the web, and then it's gonna swing its rusty dagger at Kira. Just
All right.
Does that trigger Kira's
I was
ready
about to say.
action?
does
well,
this
was the
unfortunately-
reaction to something attacked you?
Yeah. So it's
Then
if
it
they
does,
attack-
yes.
If they attack, I'm gonna drop a sacred flame on the engineer.
Okay. Yeah,
So
it does.
unfortunately, it was targeted the engineer specifically. So
Okay, that's fine.
first the trigger occurs.
Yeah.
So the attack happens.
And the engineer has to make a saving throw, right? Sacred Flame?
Correct.
Okay,
They are
wisdom
going to
saving
make.
throw?
Yes, they will make a dexterity saving throw DC 13.
Oh, dexterity saving throw. Okay, you hit.
All right, so they are going to take not too terribly much, but still not nothing. 1d8 radiant damage, so that's a total of 4 radiant damage to as this thing runs up Kira's, which technically they attack first, and then Kira's arm comes down and a bolt of fire.
How does Kira
Hits
emotionally
me.
react? Is it like oh man? Is it like anger, sadness? What?
I think it is closer to the idea that that there is an option for peace is a hope, but the preparation for combat is always there. So it is less the idea of switching from a shield to a sword, and more that the shield was always up. In this moment, her shield, even then as the blade comes in from this, is prepared, but it's the snipping of the horsehair on the sword of Damocles and the sword comes falling, as she was hoping that this could be peaceful. But as a blade comes flying at her, a moment of I think it's not quite a veneer as much as you can watch the change in her form and her face, of empathy into someone who has decided, well, if there is going to be a conflict, we are going to live to the end of it, and unfortunately you've decided that you won't.
Makes sense.
And she drops fire on the Morlock by the ballista.
All right, gotcha. Okay, so yep. Oh, I clicked on the wrong thing. Oh no. All right. Okay. The other Morlock stuck in the web, not moving. This Morlock.
Did it hit me?
It did not hit you. The dagger just kind of sparks off your shield to no effect. It looked like a rusty, corroded, like you don't really want to get stabbed with that thing. Okay.
Turbo tetanus. Yeah.
Yeah, turbo tetanus, exactly. Okay, so just to remind me how the web works.
The creature can take an action to make another can make a strength saving throw DC 13 to get out of it. Let me double check that saving throw is accurate, but I think it is.
Yeah, I think you're right. Okay, this other Morlock is going
Strength athletics check.
is going to try and slip through the web, which is going to provoke them making a saving throw. So
Yes.
because it's
If they're
as soon as they
entering
enter it or they start their
If
turn.
they're entering it, they're doing dex.
Right.
If they're trying
Entering
to
is
get out of
dex.
it, then
If they're
it's
taking
strength bonus.
action
Ah!
free is an athletics check.
Okay, so this one dove in Like I'm gonna kill that barbarian with the big screw off sword, and then just right into the web, stuck in the web, hopelessly stuck in the web. Okay, I'm just gonna put this little gray border around them to indicate that they are stuck in the web.
R.I.P. buddy.
This one who did get stuck in the web, it didn't just end their turn, however. They are going to attempt to break free.
Athletics check DC 13.
Athletics check, yeah. Okay, I'm just checking to see if they have training in athletics. No? Okay. So this is a fairly straight up roll. Let's see.
I will say that the mushroom infection gave them some sharp cheekbones.
Oh!
Didn't do great for the
Oh!
complexion, though.
Okay.
That's not allowed.
And it's just kind of gonna find its way free behind the web. So no longer in the web, but you did, expend basically that Morlock's whole turn.
Yep.
Okay, so the engineer is something in. It sounds a little bit like common, but it's kind of like inverted somehow. Strange. It's like it's upside down common, like under
Like
common.
Undercommon?
There you go.
Undercommon?
There we go. There we go.
I happen to speak Undercommon.
Well, you can hear this one saying a string of profanities. In fact, I would wager that several of you know some profanities in Undercommon. And
Maybe
I
been
was gonna say,
around.
if there's anything that Kira knows in Undercommon, it's random swears.
oh yeah, absolutely. Actually, this one got a little farther than that. Okay. And
the concept of something coming through and being like,
go ahead. What were you gonna say? You were
no,
saying
it doesn't come
okay.
through. Unfortunate.
Oh, all right.
Hold on.
Okay. This this one picks up the piece of the ballista and kind of like pulls back the rope. Obviously, they've jury rigged some kind of like crank and loaded not an arrow or a bolt, but a big rock into the ballista and fires it at Kira.
Why would they do that, though?
Rude.
Well, you did
Rude.
just blast him.
I'm only just standing in the room as a big thing of light, and I dropped.
Oh my God.
And that's a wild thing to do.
Oh no!
Bonk. All right, so
Creative.
this rock appears to have bonked Kira in the head real bad. Let's
Rude.
see.
Not cool.
Okay. Kira, you take 19 points of bludgeoning damage.
No.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
So Kira gets hit in the head with a stone bow that I think rings off of the rings through the space, and like blood runs down. Like there's like a stun in her eyes, and then blood runs down her face, and then she looks up with a dangerous expression.
She's still up though. Yes.
Oh yes.
Okay.
She is bloodied, but still up.
Oh yeah.
But unbowed.
Bloodied yet unbound.
Well, she hasn't had the turn to bow yet, so we'll see how that goes. All right, Sela. From Sela's perspective, this is terrifying, right? There's this web that appears, and then these like monsters just come,
Directly over your shoulder too.
and then this huge rock comes flying out of nowhere and just almost brains Kira, who is now bleeding profusely from the head. And Amiri is struggling in the web in front of you.
That's yeah.
Actually, Amiri would have a turn to see if she could break free. So I'll let her make a check to break free.
I'll also just call out that I can drop concentration at any time.
You
So
could.
if any of you are like, get rid of the webs, it can happen outside of my turn order. You can request that.
She did not make her check.
Hmm.
Okay. So, Sela, your turn. What are we gonna do?
Okay.
The swiftest thing, because it may inform Sela's turn, is that after getting hit in the head, Kira will call, Ezrin, can I burn your webs?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm hearing don't drop it.
That's up to you.
You're hearing get Amiri out of the web before it burns. That's what you're
Oh,
hearing.
point of order. It's only the 5-foot square that is touched by fire is the one that burns. It doesn't
Ah, nice.
immediately ignite the whole web.
Okay, good to know. So
But
clearly
if
you've
the-
practiced this beforehand to know this.
Yes, but if there is like a ray of fire through the webs, I'll let DM decide if that ignites all the squares on the way to the target.
What would I roll to try and get Amiri out of the web on that note, since I am standing basically right next to her already?
You can either aid her in her attempt to break free, or you can try and pull her free with your own athletics check.
Okay.
Good.
Could I do that along with using one of my fancy new spells that I got?
Yeah? It depends what spell it is, because the athletics check is a standard action to do.
Okay. Let's see. Duration, concentration, casting. Okay, casting time 1 action. So is that major action then instead?
Yes.
Okay.
So you can do one or the other, it sounds like.
Sounds good. Well, I think I'm going to use my athletics check to try and get her out of the web.
Okay. Go ahead and make an athletics check.
No Emmys, no Emmys, no Emmys. Let's go. Oh my god.
Okay.
It's a
You-
freaking 9.
Yeah. You do not succeed in pulling Amiri from the web. You do not get stuck in the web yourself, however.
Well, you rolled a 9, but it's an athletics check. Do you have modifiers to add to that?
No,
is it
that's
9 total?
with the that's with the
Oh,
modifiers.
I'm
That is
sorry.
with my +5.
Ah,
I didn't understand.
Oh,
okay.
You see why I was like, yeah, I'll try and do that.
Never mind.
Mhm.
In the chat, we were talking about Amiri, and I described Amiri as like a cross between Karlach from Baldur's Gate and Guts from Berserk. And the chat's like, so, right there. Okay.
To add into this specific moment, it seems like also if you have ever lowered a cat near water at all, as C was trying to grab Amiri out of the web, which is a Beyblade of blades.
Yeah, unfortunately, this rescue attempt has yakety sax as the theme, so
yeah.
didn't really work out. Blew my action on that. Anyway.
All right, Mauricio, you were, when you
I was gonna
came in
say-
here, you were getting ready to listen at this door, maybe pick the lock, you know, just kind of carefully approach, and then battle started happening, which explains why you're going later than everyone else.
Right.
But it is now your turn.
It also explains why I'm unarmed, because I was already reaching toward the lock. So, but then somebody brains my girlfriend with a rock, and shit gets real.
Mess them up.
And without even realizing what I'm doing, I reach back for a dagger and fling it at the Morlock that's right next to Kira.
Okay.
And that's a 10 to hit.
Ain't nobody doing well this day.
That does not hit. I mean, you were trying not to hit Kira, right?
To be fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it sails past both of them
Okay.
narrowly.
I'm going to try again as my bonus action with my super special Phoenix dice.
Mhm. Phoenix dice do tend to come in clutch on this stream.
And that would be a 14 to hit.
Oh, that does hit.
Okay. Except the thing is, what I don't even realize at the time, and that's 6 damage. What I don't realize at the time is that I didn't actually pull a physical dagger. I pulled a mental dagger. I pulled a psychic dagger and threw it with the power of my anger. And it hits the Morlock right in the temple, does 6 damage, and then like evaporates into white smoke.
Subclass revealed. Dun dun dun. Yes. All right. Did you calculate that using your Dex modifier? Because you should not have, but you would be able to do sneak attack because it is technically threatened by Kira.
I did not actually include my modifier in that,
Okay.
and I can definitely add a sneak attack die.
Great.
Twist
Actually,
my
it
arm.
would be 2 sneak attack dice because you are now 3rd level.
Twist my arm twice.
I thought you might enjoy that.
Yeah, so that's 8 more damage.
Oh. Oh boy. Okay, so the Morlock thought, like, I dodged it, and then it perks back up, maybe to taunt you, and gets a dagger in the shoulder and goes, ah, and falls backward. It's not dead. It's just really hurt.
And also, now I have advantage on my next roll before the end of my next turn.
Or you described it as psychic damage, because it would, yeah. So the Morlock is gripping its head like,
Yes, but the psychic blades have Vex, so that was the psychic blade, so
Great.
Next turn advantage.
Good
But
deal.
that is, I believe, my action and my bonus action because I missed that first shot, so
Yep. Okay.
that
Ezrin.
is my turn.
Ezrin.
Mm-hmm.
It has all gone sideways. Your turn.
Well, golly. I.
Premature activation usually results in things going sideways.
Yeah. Okay.
It is a stickier mess now. It's true.
Tip your waitress.
Yes.
I'll be here all day. All right.
Yes. Ezrin would not have seen the rock hit Kira from where he is standing, but he would have seen something punch a hole through his webs and hear
Oh yeah, you would hear the sound.
something
Bong.
that was, and he is just like, oh, absolutely not. And he will move out to right here.
Yep.
That other one that's in the web is still going to provide cover, though. But I think that it will at least be good enough for what I want to do and not hurt Amiri. And so as he comes out and Kira's like, Ezrin, can I burn your webs? And I look at her and go, let's do it together. And he will chromatic orb and shoot it directly at the one that is caught in the webs because it's blocking the engineer. Otherwise,
Okay.
he would aim for the engineer.
Okay.
And I am going to give myself, using a luck point, give myself advantage this roll because I really want to hit him. I really want that to happen.
So you are slinging this chromatic orb at the one that is in front of the engineer or at the engineer himself?
Well, okay, so if I put it at the engineer would have cover, and so it would be disadvantaged because of the placement of the enemy in front of him, correct?
Not really. Like 5e
No?
doesn't get that granular.
Oh, shit, great. Then the
If
engineer.
there was a larger enemy in front of it, depending on what it was, it
Right.
might have cover, but
Right.
cover only really adds an amount of AC.
Yeah, it adds to their
not
AC. It doesn't
disadvantage.
give you disadvantage. Disadvantage would be a huge disadvantage.
Okay. So is it getting added to the AC because it has someone in front of him, or is it fine where I'm standing?
You think it's probably fine.
Care
Okay,
Bear
great.
stare him.
Chromatic orb in his face with advantage. First roll is a 17. Second roll is a 22.
Well, both of those would be successful. So
Great.
you are going to hit him.
Great.
He's not
And
in
this
the
is-
web, so it doesn't light anything on fire.
Okay, I wasn't sure if you were going to rule that the little ball of energy flying through the web would light the line of path of the ball on
Nope.
fire, but great. Okay, I'm all right with that.
It is dropping
Cool.
some sparks that kind of smolder in the web, but it didn't light anything on fire.
Great.
Ezrin showing that in his younger years he was a wiffle ball champion.
Yeah, for real.
Ooh, and I got 2
14
fives.
damage. Wow. Okay.
14 fire damage, and I got 2 5s on the damage rolls. So, just making this doesn't happen that often, so I just want to make
that's
sure.
right. That's right.
The
Something
orb
happens.
leaps to a different target of my choice within 30 feet. I make an attack roll against that new target, and I'll do the one right in front of him.
Okay.
So Ezrin's tanking now.
Yeah.
So this one got some fire. Ah!
So the one in front of him was less impressive because it's a leap, but 13 versus its AC.
That does hit. Yes.
Great. It also takes 16 fire damage.
Oh,
Nice.
brutal.
And the square that it is in is now on fire, and if it
Right.
starts its turn there, it will take an additional 2d8 fire damage as that square burns away over the course of 1 round.
Okay.
8. That's a nice number.
Yeah.
Dang.
Yikes.
Well,
Let me double check that,
it
but I think
doesn't.
that's accurate.
It doesn't usually jump like that because you got to roll 2 dice of the same
Yeah.
number. But when
Yeah,
you
5,
do,
5.
it's devastating.
Yeah.
Wow.
That-
All right.
that
So
works.
that
Sorry, 2d4 fire damage, not 2d8. I got excited.
and it's when its turn starts,
Yeah.
right?
When its turn starts.
Okay.
If it starts its turn in that square.
Anything else you're gonna do?
I will put one hand on Kira's shoulder and just be like, I got you.
Uh,
Well, Kira, it is in
looks-
fact your turn.
Camera stare.
No
there's
one
a
beans my best friend in the head with a rock. What the
The
hell?
world is swimming dizzily a little bit.
taking a quick look around.
Everything looks
I think-
red to you.
Yeah, I was supposed to say one eye primarily closed from just like blood running down the face.
Uh-huh.
But the other, can I tell who looks the least hurt?
You mean of
In
the
terms of
Morlocks?
Yeah.
Okay. The one next to you is very hurt. The
Okay.
one against the eastern wall has not been damaged. The one in the web appears to be burning to death, so there's probably not much to do there. And then the engineer is pretty hurt.
All right. Then. Against her better judgment, Kira getting domed in the head will I think the flavor only really hits for anyone who has sign as a language.
That would be me.
That in the somatic components for her casting Scorching Ray at second level, she will sign, you asked for this. And I'm going to go at the one right next to me, the one in the eastern corner, and the engineer. The one that's already on fire is already on fire. I'm not going to add more fire to that. It's already burning.
You
Certainly
don't want to add
hasn't.
more fire to your fire?
That's not mine. That's Ezrin's. Ezrin's got that. I don't want to take that from Ezrin. But that is an individual attack roll +5 on each of those guys. And that is going to be a over 20 for the one right next to me.
Okay.
14 for the one in the eastern corner.
The one in the eastern corner. Yes, that's going to hit as well.
And
This is Scorching Ray
then-
that you're doing?
Correct.
Okay.
And then a 21 on the engineer.
Oh,
Unless I need
nice.
to be rolling anything different.
Well, since you are adjacent to an enemy, you probably have disadvantage with a ranged attack.
Okay. So then
So why
to
don't we
adjust
why don't we
that-
just assume that those first 2 rolls were against The one guy.
The one right
which
next.
is going to hit.
Okay.
And then you've rolled once against this guy to the east.
Yes. So the first one was a 21, and then the second one will be a. Sorry. Let's say. Basic math. Come on. 17.
Yep, that's going to do it. Okay, so you're going to hit both of them.
And then the engineer is a nat 1.
Okay, yeah. The engineer escapes scot-free from the beam. Okay. But you do hit these two that are near you.
All right. And I will.
Does anything fun happen because of a nat 1?
Right.
You vicious, vicious woman.
Or do you get to give somebody initiative? Or take it yourself?
Either something interesting could happen, or you can give inspiration to someone else on the team. What would you prefer? For those of you just joining, this is our fail forward nat 1 mechanic. You can either have something interesting happen, in which case you gain inspiration, or someone else on your team gains inspiration.
So I've already got inspiration, because I'm a human. and
Would
I
you like
start each
something
day.
interesting? You can
I'm
have something
human.
interesting happen anyway. That's fine. And still give
Oh.
someone else inspiration. I'm just saying. Would you like to light the entire web on fire? That's what I'm saying. Would you like to do that?
Yes.
I think that is in the shape of what occurs. Yeah, I think that she is, if for something interesting happening, that she is, in her dizzied state, also very focused on retribution. So we'll send fire, kind of.
Fiery beams erupt from Kira like sunbeams, and just they blast the warlocks and they blast the web.
Yeah, I think that the motion as this one is right up next to her, she swings in a circle and sparks off of her holy symbol that throws a couple of sparks in the air that don't seem quite like they're metal, and she slashes through them, and each of them become lines that hit and set the entirety of the web on fire. The one that she was aiming for
Ow.
the engineer missing entirely.
Yeah.
So for the one right next to her is 8 points of fire damage.
All right, that one is dead. Bursts into a shriveled corpse.
Teamwork.
And then the one to the east of her is 11 points of fire damage.
Okay.
And then the one at the engineer misses entirely as she.
But now the scavenger's extra on fire.
Yeah. And
Double fire.
that scavenger is going to die as soon as his turn starts. He had 2 hit points, which means he couldn't
He
survive.
literally can't survive.
Extra fire for your fire.
Extra fire for your fire. Boom. All right,
Wait,
so
there might be an interesting point of order here, though. Like, because if his turn starts first and then he dies, I can drop concentration and spare Amiri from the flames.
that's true. You could do that. In fact, it is. Well, it's the dead Morlock's turn next, and then it's the one under who's in flames, and he perishes.
I drop concentration immediately, and
Okay.
the web disappears, which I assume means the fire would also go with it, because there's
The
nothing
fire
left.
also winks out. So this fire, which was starting to spread along the web, so Amiri's sword stuck in the web, and she's like, and it's this fire creeping up the sword toward Amiri and toward Sela by extension. And then
Yeah,
the
Sila's
web
still
just,
trying to pull on a myriad. Yeah.
the
They
web,
both comically fall backwards.
the web disintegrates into motes of dust, and the flames wink out with nothing else to burn.
That was
Man.
cinematic as hell.
Now let's
Good
see if I can erase that in a suitable.
Oh, Rumpus says,
Way.
AKA, well done.
Ah! Oh, Rumpus, I love having you
Rumpus,
as a
we love
mod.
you.
Thanks, buddy. All right. If you too would like to see Rumpus doing his jokery live, or at least pre-recorded, we are eventually going to come back with more Isekai Realms later this year, and he is one of our players. So,
And he
okay.
was also a guest goblin on this stream, so just go back a couple episodes.
Guest Explosive
Sure.
Goblin. Look for the episode with the thumbnail that has Fumbus. Okay.
Fumbus is a goblin because that's not normal information to have.
So the Morlock who the web has just disintegrated in front of him. Well, actually, that's both of them, really. The engineer is like, ah, and he starts running. This other
Smart.
Morlock also runs,
Smart.
disappearing down that hallway. And
Point
that,
of order.
yes.
Does Kira get an opportunity attack?
Oh no, he
against it?
did not cross through a threatened space.
Okay.
Okay, and that
Oh.
is where we will take our break for the evening. I'll be back in about 10 minutes. Don't go away, or do go away and potty, but then come back. Because remember, we still have this giveaway to do for Shadow of Amascut, and it's going to be amazing. So, see you soon. And hold on. There. And we're back. All right. So before we get going on the aftermath of the battle with the Morlocks, I have started a giveaway. This is the first time I've done it. Hopefully it works correctly. Exclamation point ticket space 1, the number 1, will get you a ticket for the giveaway, which is for a copy of Shadows of Amascut, the RuneScape novel that came out from Erin M. Evans, one of the founding members of Dungeon Scrawlers. You can see her work all over the channel. She's not in this particular game yet, but she runs numerous games and plays in numerous games, and she was one of the core players of the original Westgate Irregulars game on the Dungeon Scrawlers channel. She is a writer, much better, more famous writer than myself, and you can check out her book by joining the giveaway. All right. So, we're going to come back in on Kira. Kira, they have you just lit the whole world on fire, essentially. Everything seemed to explode in front of you into flames and death and screams, and then it has faded to ash and dust, and you are dizzy. In fact, you essentially have the poisoned condition, which is going to last until you have a chance to shake it off, which would take at least a short rest to do.
Okay.
So this is essentially you have a
Not
concussion.
really okay. Yeah.
Yeah. I'll say the first thing that occurs. So you say that they sprint out of the room, right?
Yes. Oh yeah, they get the heck out of Dodge, right? Yeah.
I think that the first move is that Kira puts her hand over her face and fire licks from her chin across her fingers up off, and you watch the blood disappear into the flame. She's gonna grab her face and, looking in between her fingers, watching them run, will cast Cure Wounds
Oh yeah.
on herself.
That is
Probably a good idea.
creepy and amazing.
And she'll heal herself for 13 points of damage.
Okay.
So she's above bloodied now. And then for those kind of close, for especially Ezrin, but I think it's kind of a visible thing that she
Yeah.
takes a deep breath in and a shuddering breath out as she lets go of a very primal anger. As they run, and you watch her let them run, and you watch that be a choice.
Hey, buddy.
That Sela is
You
not
okay?
watching the Morlock. Sela is watching Kira. And are you okay, Kira?
She pulls her hand away, and blood sticks to your hands in a weird way. It rubs off in little rolls when you turn your hands, and it sticks into every little facet of your fingerprints and everything. So she rubs her hands for a couple of seconds just to get it off of her. But it doesn't. But for all of the attention that she takes trying to take it off of her hands, it's not fully off of her face, I don't think. As she... Yes. We push them off. I'm still a little bit dizzy, but I took a stone bow to the forehead, so that should be expected, I think.
Merthiel rushes to Kira and, like, doesn't exactly mother hen her, but, like, it's very clear that she's trying hard not to.
You're gonna
And,
check the
Yeah.
wound?
like,
Because Kira,
Yeah.
remember, Kira has the
like,
whole head
uh,
scarf
Kira
thing
has
going.
the whole headscarf and the helmet.
Her helmet is a little askew.
Yeah, and also has, you know, the ability to heal herself, but there's still concern. And it's important to note that Merthiel is checking on Kira before looting bodies. So that's kind of big. But yeah, can I see it? You okay? Can I see it? Make sure it's gone?
At that, I think she will actually pull her helmet and the headscarf off and let go, like, about shoulder blade length hair that just around, still somewhat wet with blood, and showing like a very pink mark on her forehead and
Oh yeah,
dent
there's
in
this,
her
there's
helmet.
Yeah, because
expanding bruise
Yeah.
that's developing on Kira's
Right.
forehead.
But
This
this
also
is a
might be the
very-
this also might be the first time most of you have seen Kira's hair, right?
Took her helmet off whenever she was at the dock.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
still
But-
have the head wrap and
Scarf.
scarf and
Yeah.
stuff. So like Kira is very covered up most of the time, right? So
Mhm.
this is a little bit unusual for her, right?
Mhm.
But it does make sense in context. Anyway, Amiri goes, huh, oh, and then she charges off down the corridor. That's where she goes.
okay.
And Amiri's doing all right.
She's taking care of it. Taking care of business. I mean, it's a very practical question. Like, is the wound still open? Do you need another cure wounds? Or is the wound closed? Are you going to keep bleeding or not? And turning it that way instead of making it an emotional thing, like, makes it a cold, logical thing that makes it easier for Kira to respond, I feel
Mhm.
like. Because it's not about, you know, taking time out of battle to be emotional. It's about taking time out for practicalities. Like, does this need another spell?
So
Yeah.
I think Kira is no longer bloodied.
Yeah.
So
Kira-
I
Yeah.
think the
Yeah.
wound is closed. It is obviously leaving an ugly bruise and probably a scar.
Yeah. But this is also totally a deception persuasion tactic on Mauricio's part to see the wound and make sure for herself. This
Yeah.
is, you know, she trusts Kira to know when she's sufficiently healed that she's not bloodied anymore, but she still wants to see for herself.
Yeah. So I think the helmet comes off and the head wrap comes off, and there's like this long drop of coily hair.
Bloody,
that comes down.
coily
It's-
hair.
Yeah, and the front of it is still like like sticky in coil as it comes off. There is the there's definitely like the bright pink and spreading bruise on the forehead, and her eyes aren't focusing all the way. But
Ezrin will dig into his bag, quite like not in a panic, but like with more sort of
Urgency.
urgency than he usually moves, and he will pull out a scroll and say, "I don't understand healing magic as well. Do you need this?" And he will hand you the scroll of lesser restoration that we've picked up previously.
That would
Uh,
handle the poisoned.
I was actually going to ask.
That would clear the condition if you wanted to.
But we also have a paladin.
Yeah, I was going to ask, does the 5 lay on hands count? Would that count for concussion since it specifically says that clears poisoned?
Yes.
Oh,
Okay.
so
Are you
yeah,
gonna do that?
Yeah, in that case, Sela will also take a cloth out of her pack and like dampen it a bit with the water skin to come over and excuse herself past Mariziel for a bit to clear some of the blood very gently off of Kira's face while doing the very gentle touch for the lay on hands of let's see, that's 5 HP back. Or is it
Right.
just clears the poison?
that just clears the poison if you're
Okay.
spending the 5.
Yes.
Yep.
So that should take care of that. Yeah, and just the very gentle touch while clearing the blood off her face. Like, how you doing? All right? How's this? You feel a little better?
I think like the magic focuses her eyes back to you. You realize in that her pupils might have been a little bit blown out. That focus back to a normal thing is like
Steadier.
and she'll kind of cup your face a little bit. And yeah,
I'm gonna take this moment to turn away and see if there's anything on the charred bodies worth taking. just to give some space.
Yeah, sure. They have those rusty knives.
right.
Let's
I don't
see.
need a tetanus bringer, but if they have any coins or anything.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
comes
you,
equipped with poison tetanus.
you collect daggers, but those are pretty bad daggers. Like,
Yeah, I'm not collecting those daggers. I'm leaving those daggers.
picks up.
and they
Yeah.
were
Damn it.
they were dressed in rags, and
Damn it.
they're just not. They're not carrying any valuables. Each of them does have a like a little amulet. Although to call it an amulet is being rather generous. It's a like a leather thong that has a little bit of like bone, like a knuckle bone strung through it. And the
I'll
bone,
collect a couple of those.
the bone has like a crude letter G inscribed on it. Actually,
I'll
two
take a-
G's. Two G's.
Okay.
G.
I'll take a couple of those just so that if we get back to the Mitflick King, I can show him that we dispatched his enemies.
Okay.
Good game.
They're more like they're basically more like dog tags than like actual necklaces.
That's fair.
Okay.
Sela will also tell Kira softly, "Thank you for trying to talk him down."
Aw. Kira and Amiri in the same party is like this constant push-pull of violence versus sense.
You try. No matter what. You try the first time.
Yeah.
This, if all I take is scars for making an effort to give somebody a chance, and I will take that handily. A little nauseous,
Aw.
but it should be good.
Well, we'll go a little bit longer before we stop for lunch then.
Oh God. Lunch. Yikes.
And she'll kind of like turn her helmet and like adjust it for a second, and then kind of like loud couple of clangs of the handle of her scimitar on the inside of her helmet to like push the dent
Dent.
out a little bit before like fitting it back onto her head.
Mhm.
I guess we will have to revisit this myth when we get back. Mhm.
Yeah. Put it on the list, right? We're probably going to have to see him for one reason or another anyway.
Yeah.
Sure.
Now let's go see where Amiri got to.
Okay.
And
Ugh.
yeah, she'll clap a hand on Sela's shoulder and just something sits on the back of her lips that doesn't quite come out of her mouth, but instead she just gives a little nod. Thank you. And yeah, we'll go to chase Amiri out, who is sprinted through. There are so many doors to check out, but then Amiri going.
Yeah,
and was
she
like,
went
well,
down and
that-
around the corner, right?
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that
She
decides where we go, I guess.
she pursued the enemy.
The flaming Morlocks.
That's right. Well, neither of them was on fire at the time. Although if they had stayed, they definitely would have been on fire.
I mean, we don't know what they do in their free time.
True.
Okay. So
They could be the other kind of flaming Morlock.
it's true. All right. You see no sign of Amiri. Except unless you count like, fresh sword slashes in the wall and tracks and stuff, and the door at the far end of the hall broken open and hanging off its hinges.
I was gonna say, I'm like,
So
she
that's-
closed the door
that's
behind her?
actually-
that doesn't sound like her.
That's actually a lot of sign of
I
Amiri.
think
Come
I
to
would
think of
count
it.
that as signs of Amiri.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. You do see a large number of doors along the sides of this hallway. None of them are open. Let's see. Does it tell me?
We know where Amiri isn't.
Okay. Once you get into that far room, however, neither of those doors is broken open, so you're not really sure which way anyone went.
So Sela looks at one door, looks at the other door, sees that they are both closed, and looks up at the ceiling. Like maybe is there a hole in the ceiling of some kind? Like just very clearly, like
You would not put it past Amiri to leap up, tear a hole in the ceiling with her head, and then go through that hole. But you do not see a
True.
hole in the ceiling. It's just the doors. And then there are
Good
the doors
instincts, though.
to the sides, which those doors are actually open or hanging ajar or have just rotted off and are no longer useful. And they're each they each lead to like a small little chamber that might have been an office, perhaps.
To go with the
Typical-
boardroom.
Like for
cubicle
those of you who are accustomed to like a library or some kind of like operational center. I'm thinking like Ezrin, you would have been at counting houses and at mercantile operations and stuff. And Kira, you're familiar with libraries and temples. Like these would be like little offices where people would be working. You see the remains of desks. Everything is basically broken and ruined and covered in rubble and straw and such. So not a lot of use in these rooms.
I didn't know that evil jerks had bureaucracy.
That's
What
where the
can be-
bureaucracy comes from.
What
I
can be
mean-
more evil jerk than bureaucracy?
Like
Let's
they
go
keep
back to the
paperwork?
old text, the original Abomination Vaults, to see if they had extra about this particular area. Hold on. Anyway, go on.
Ooh, there's lore.
Well, no, that was going to be the thing. Is it's just like, is there, like, Ezran walking through is like, he is, as someone who was a member of a merchant family, he sees very familiar, like, yep, I see the meeting room, I see the chairs outside, I see the drudgery rooms of the office workers. I am well familiar with this setup, and this setup is one of business or bureaucracy, and I cannot for the life of me fathom what
Why
they were
is
accomplishing here with that kind of activity, and it is both disturbing and intriguing to him.
The large chamber is basically a filthy mess, even beyond the collapse to the south that clogs part of the room with rubble. Half-eaten fish, cat-sized beetles, and bits of waterfowl lie strewn about in a tangle amid gnawed bones of larger creatures. The smaller rooms are basically like that as well, although they aren't quite as messy. That room in which there are the two doors, a desk with a chair sits in the middle of this room while 3 empty picture frames hang on the walls. There are no pictures in the picture
secretary.
frames.
Okay, also, out of character, clarifying, because Sela would not point this out. Point of order, Ezra, were your family part of an evil cult? So I'm just, of course, you recognize the bureaucracy in the evil place, really?
They were. They literally
You
were,
should-
but
you
we'll
should
get to
probably
that.
ask
We'll get to that.
Ezrin about that.
We'll get to that.
Like
My
very,
family was
very
a
specifically out of
wealthy
character.
mercantile. I would much rather talk about this over drinks.
Yes.
I'm just.
I do think that, like, as Kira and Ezrin are like moving from room to room to like meet back up with Sela and Mauricio, there is this beat of confusion that doesn't really coagulate until they've seen a couple of rooms. Like, why are there office spaces underneath a lighthouse in the middle of the woods?
Exactly.
What are they doing down here?
And I assume, and based on your description, there's no like paperwork, ledgers, any sort of like remnants of indicating what sort of like administrative work was done
All
here.
the paperwork or anything has been destroyed or rotted away from the elements. Maurizio, you were very perceptive. In this room that you were in with Sela, Sela is looking around like, why is there evil bureaucracy under the woods? And Maurizio, you notice that there are a number of like clockwork mechanisms strewn about the room.
Like the engineer had in his little apron.
And like you're looking at them, and a couple of them look like limbs, like body parts. And you see a hand kind of like this in the corner, attached to an arm. A metallic arm, not a human body, a mechanical body.
What in the Return to Oz?
Yeah.
That is exactly the right question.
Did it move like that, or are you just showing me the 360 view of it?
I'm just saying that's what it looks like when you pick it up and you go into the inspect item menu. Like this is what it looks like.
The 360.
It looks like a cross between a tragic like please and alas poor Yorick, right?
Yes. Gotcha.
Okay.
So as Ezrin is actually sort of like putting a little bit together, or at least has some suspicions, and is like, wait. So this stairwell came from that little like closet or that little tiny room where we found like the secret stairwell behind,
it was definitely a secret stairwell behind a shelf, yeah.
Right. It's like, so okay.
That appears to have never been discovered.
Secret stairwell behind a shelf in a lighthouse, a structure that leads to a waiting room where there's a boardroom where someone with ego sits at the head of that has a secret door to an administrative space. Who was coming down that secret stair to meet with someone who then didn't know about the rest of this. Like people traveling from out of town, town members, is that like he is rabbit holing and like building conspiracy theories in his head about what is happening here.
This is so far out of Mauricio's frame of reference.
Yeah, I think also just to put us closer.
Yeah,
to
come on over, you guys.
There is a beat of,
hey, come in and look at these robot parts or these construct parts. Hi.
Both of these doors are closed, and that does not sound like a Miri.
which means
Can
that
I
something.
do a perception check to like try to do some tracking and see if I can figure out, like, they might be on some kind of mechanism that closes them again behind her if it was open and she didn't close it herself, or just anything to give me any kind of hint which way she might have gone.
Okay. So you can make either an
Bloody
investigation
footprints.
check or a survival check
Okay.
to track. This is one of the few instances where a ranger would have been really helpful. But I will say that once you point out those clockwork devices, Ezrin, now that you're in the room, Ezrin, just with your passive knowledge about technology and magical integration, you can tell that there was some kind of, these are the remains of a clockwork entity, like a clockwork person, clockwork assistant, perhaps, who has been torn apart and strewn about the room. And in fact, you find the torso covered in dust and just kind of casually tossed to the side with a very intricate clockwork mechanism inside that is still well preserved. However, getting it free would require a certain amount of careful work with tinker tools or maybe with thieves' tools.
There is a narrative coming together for me here. Think about the workroom, the laboratory, the acolyte of our Resident Evil jerkface that ran this place, who was also building dolls out of people with souls. And now we have literal automatons, like, built with magic. These people were trying to accomplish something, or they either couldn't get enough like idiot cultists to do their work for them, and they had to manufacture their own minions out of undead or parts. And it's disgusting to me, and I hate it. And yeah, I feel like I have to learn more about it in order to understand how to undo it.
There is a thing that I don't think any of us have particularly understood, and perhaps we won't understand until we can dig into it more when we go back into town, unless we find it, unfortunately, stumble upon it here. We know that the heroes of Otari came before and stopped something. We don't know what they stopped. We don't know the details thereof. And looking at this, it looks like they stopped something well underway. The actions that had been designed and undertaken, you make the point of there is a space, a room to meet with people in secret, which means that there's another layer of people who already understand. There is a library underneath this place with a secondary librarian who was either in service to or connected to a wizard who is neither of them Belcora. This was a operation in its full shape, and It seems like the heroes that put a... She kind of stops. Put a pause to this. I am hesitant to call it a halt anymore.
I feel like I really need to see what's in that grimoire in town. It's got to be related to this.
If the wizard who came here said any secrets about what he found here in the Gauntlet, then it may let us know what exists deeper in this place, yes. And
What their purpose was.
And what if Otari died, and only Otari died? How did the rest of them make it out alive? Because this isn't over. It's still happening. There's still monsters down here.
All of them are clearly opportunistic, taking over the space, but it's not... I don't know.
There are still cultists in the library. We haven't delved deep enough, and the haunts of the place have not been dispelled. The best way to get somebody to never look for you is to die.
And I think on that note, we're going to call it for tonight. This has been our first episode of Season 1.5, just a continuation of Season 1 of Abomination Vaults, the 5e version. You can find information about this module using the command that I just put in, or the original, which is a Pathfinder version. It's kind of a crossover. Paizo did a Pathfinder version, and then also did a 5e version to put on D&D Beyond. And this is a really cool adventure path, and I am so glad that you're all coming with me on this show. While we do our outro, this is your last opportunity to enter the giveaway for your copy of Shadows of Amasket, signed by Aaron M. Evans, and sent to your door. Hopefully you live in America, because that makes shipping easy. I'm not sure exactly how that's going to work, but yes, please do enter the giveaway. You do that with !ticket space 1 to get yourself 1 ticket. And then I will do a finish of that giveaway in a moment. I have been Eric Scott B, DM of this campaign. I'm a writer. You can see some of my books right there. You can also find them online under my name, Eric Scott B. You can see it on the screen. Yeah, it's right there. Or you can join us on our Discord, which you will find at !Discord. Take you to a link that will take you right there. We talk about this campaign and others. Thank you for coming with us on this journey. Happy New Year. I'm looking forward to more Abomination Vaults. Take it away, Gabrielle.
Hi, I'm Gabrielle Harboe. I am a writer, editor, literary agent. These are not my books behind me. This is a shower curtain from Amazon, but I do have books. You can find my Patreon at !Gabrielle, and a link to all my other web presences. I am specifically plugging the Patreon because it's full of writing advice and agenting advice and game writing stuff, and has a Discord, and become part of the community and ask me what you want to know about. I'm very happy to gear my material accordingly. Thank you so much for coming with us. I have been Mauricio, the iconic rogue, and take it away, Fable.
Hello, I have been Fable. I am a storyteller. I am a storyteller in many forms. Primarily, I am an experienced designer and a director of, if you are in Texas, Dystopia Rising Texas, which is a LARP that I run pretty much monthly. And if you throw an !Fable like the story, not sable like the stone, I have learned that is actually an issue over an auditorial thing recently, that you can get a link to my Ko-Fi, in which I especially if asked, will work through narratives, the concept of talking about game design and experience design, showing you how to make a world feel more fleshed out. And I think the lessons that we can take away from this session is especially the shape of characters show things about themselves. Character shows depth and existence in a story when they tell you what their ideals and then they show you their ideals. And those two things should not, in totality, align unless they are meant to be a paragon by which you are setting the rest of your characters against. But very seldom is a character, a person, anything going to fully align with everything that they say, because people feel a certain way. And feelings are one thing, but what they do shows you something else. And with that, I will pass it on to Ben.
Bang on, Fable. So glad to have you. Yes.
Yes.
Yes, do throw Fable some support, and check out Fable's LARPs if you are in an area where that is possible. Take it away, Ben.
Yeah, absolutely. Benjamin, I have been your iconic, apparently hair trigger ready to blow sticky fluids at the slightest touch wizard Ezra.
Pow!
And it is a joy and a privilege to get to play with these beautiful people, and I missed them over the holidays, and I'm glad to be back. Take it away, Kelsey.
We're glad to be with you, Ben.
Yeah.
Yes. I've been Kelsey. This is Audrey.
We saved the special guest star for the end.
Yes.
Oh.
You can type !Kels in chat to get a link to my art Instagram, which I swear this year I'm gonna get better about posting to and all that. Or, say my name into a mirror 3 times into a darkened room. And I will appear. I've been Sela. Hopefully next time I will not be on so much cold medicine, but anything can happen. The year is young. Has everyone gone? Do I need to give someone else?
I think we're good.
We have at least 2 things to do. One, Sela fed.
Oh.
Secondly, because no one said it, fuck.
There we go. There's our one for the session. Excellent. Thank you, Fable. Appreciate it. Okay. I am going to close the giveaway. This is your last opportunity in the next 10 seconds to type !ticket if you would like a copy of Shadows of Amosket.
6, 5,
4,
4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay, I'm closing the giveaway. Drawing a winner.
Dun, dun,
dun. Original Angston! Yay! Oh man, Original Angston has been one of our original fans ever since the beginning. Congratulations. We will be sending you a copy of Shadows of Amosket, signed by the illustrious Endeavor Award-winning Aaron M. Evans. And it is a great book, and you will really enjoy it. Thanks a bunch, buddy. Thank you all for coming with us. We'll be back next week. I think I'll have more copies of this to give away, or even cooler things. Not that you can get much cooler than Aaron, but, we can try. All right, so I'll see you all later. Until next week, stay scrawly.
Take
Thank
care.
you very much.